Hey Nancy, just give you an update. Looks like the second owl disconnected and it's not reconnected. So another one owl.
Yeah. Okay. Copy that.
Maybe it's something next to Grace. If need be, actually, that's a good one. That's a good one. We're gonna give it a couple of see a couple of the rest. I'll say
No way. Well, that would make no sense. It's so bad. Like
hey guys, we're gonna start the meeting now.
Recording in progress.
Okay, so I listened to call the meeting to order. Do I hear a second? Okay, all in favor say aye. Okay, so we'll start with roll call.
all right, you all gonna say your name. You know the drill. All right, Audie, are you here? All righty. Annie, are you here?
Yeah.
Ashna?
Here.
Abika? Craig? Here. Corinne? Elizabeth told me she was going to be out today. Elle?
Here.
Wheat? Emma?
Here.
Anna?
Here.
Okay, perfect. Josh? Kai? Lauren? Okay, perfect. All right, Lindsay?
Here.
Yep. Lisa? Lydia?
Here.
Oh, there you are. Perfect. Michael?
Here.
We Neil here. Oh, I get to be thorough. Neil here. Awesome. Rachel. Samson. Satya.
Yeah.
So, Sebi. Zachary. Do you like to buy Zachary? All right. And Zoe. All right. Staff present, Katie and I will be in here, and our trustee is also here. Mike, hello. That is roll call.
Okay.
Let's bring it in, y'all. We're gonna try and make this one a shorter one this time, all right? So let's focus up. Thank you.
Okay, so I move to approve the agenda. Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Okay, agenda is approved. So now we have public comment.
I don't have, as far as I know, we don't have anyone on Zoom, but let's find out. There is nobody on Zoom.
Great. Okay, so we'll start out with our team building.
Okay, me and Corinne are gonna lead the team building today, so we're gonna do a little would you rather. We're gonna do two options, you understand, one side of the room, and which one we say, and then we're just gonna call on some random lucky souls to explain why. Okay, everybody got it?
Yes.
Okay, let's stand up.
Roll that circle, please be careful of the PC platform. Pretty much everyone's fine. Told me they were gonna make it. Mike, Rex, start us off.
Okay, first question, would you rather fight 10 squirrels or one bobcat? Oh,
Oh, God.
I'm gonna get bobcat.
Come on. Bobcat way bigger than 10 squirrels. I probably can do that. Rick, is this you choosing the bear? Is what's going on right now?
No, you're gonna, like, the squirrels are quick, you can't get all of them at once, they're gonna climb all over you.
Okay, well, hit me up.
If the bobcats aren't that big.
That's true.
Bobcats are big. Big enough to mess, bigger than 10 squirrels. And stronger than 10 squirrels.
Well,
And they're claws.
this one's embarrassing, so we'll just stop.
Oh,
Okay. Would you rather know when you're gonna die? Or when you're gonna die?
Wait, can you say that one more time?
No, when you're gonna die, or no, how you're gonna die?
Ooh.
Oh, how, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll just never do the thing I'm gonna do.
I'm not sure which one.
Wait, I'm over here. Is this the way? Yeah. Okay, I've got a question for you. We're over on the how you're gonna die side. I would love to hear your response to this. You know how you're gonna die, and you can do everything in your power to avoid it, but you're not gonna win it.
Yeah.
So why would you want to know how?
Because you can't avoid, like, I don't know, you just know.
What if I'm excited?
Yeah, it's more, yeah, I don't want to.
Yes, I would want it.
No, I don't. Watch that, what's your reasoning?
So,
If you know how you're gonna die, let's say it's a car crash. Then suddenly every time you get in a car, you're gonna be scared. You're gonna be really, really worried that you're gonna get in a crash and you won't get in any cars, even though you can't avoid it. But if you just know when you're gonna die, maybe you're gonna die at 30, but you'll be able to live your life really well for 25 years.
Stats.
okay, I'm convinced. I can do whatever I want. If it's all things, I just.
Try to explain why you're inside.
It's like a really bad, like, juice. So far.
That's not it's like it's hard. What's the next one?
No, like, that would be more like, what it's all that you know.
Okay, here we are. You don't die from old age, you die from heart failure.
What?
People don't die from old age. They die sometimes by like a biochemical.
Oh, sorry. Oh, whatever.
That's good. Yeah.
Would you rather be trapped in a submarine underwater or be trapped in a cave?
So, hold on, are you just basically just asking if we'd rather die in a underwater submarine or under land submarine, basically?
Okay, because some are just much more like aesthetic.
I don't know that. I can't exactly agree.
It's just like gross, like you also get probably in bed. You probably get bed, you get to see fish all the time.
Okay, all games are different.
It wasn't part of the question.
Yeah, multiples. Yeah, also, so are just like, yeah, they're staying.
Okay. And why? Why the sun?
Because if I was stuck in a submarine, I feel like I would be afraid that like it would like crack and then I would get
I'm decided because I get the possibility to see like a mole or like.
Okay, all the holes are going away.
Don't say that. Okay,
What's the next one?
I don't know, do you want to come up with one?
Oh, sure.
I feel like mine are very good.
Ooh, okay. Okay,
Why?
would you rather? Would you rather eat cold mac and cheese or? Cold mac and cheese is disgusting.
Oh.
Cold mac and cheese, or would you rather eat, let's go with,
Hot cereal.
yeah, hot cereal, cereal, that's what microwave. Hot cereal. That's not oatmeal, that's not oatmeal.
I don't know.
I don't even think I want like something. Oh my gosh. I equate cold mac and cheese as cold pizza, I should never be one. So that's why I'm never be. Alright. I need a valid reason why you know what I mean.
Come back, everybody. Zoe, why are you on the side? Okay.
A monster. Now, but like,
Michael, why are you over there?
Because like cereal, like warm milk is like really good.
Oh,
oh, yeah, like warm milk and honey. Yeah. What do you all think lattes are? Okay. Yeah. All right, I got one more for y'all. All right. So.
okay.
I love the arguments over here, but all right, here are your questions. Would you rather be stuck in the Antarctica for a week, no supplies over there, or would you rather be stuck in the Amazon jungle with no way out over here?
No way out.
Jungle, Arctic. Okay, you're giving supplies to live 4 weeks, that's tough. Like, you're not gonna freeze to death. You should be very uncomfortable. You're not going up. Okay, that's tough.
Okay, everyone. Oh, wait, am I stuck in the aisle?
No, just look at me.
Oh, wait,
You're like, if you try to get out, you have to.
I couldn't do that. Okay,
Seventy, why are you on that side?
oh, I like penguins. True. I like freeze to death. They get like all.
Hey, let's listen up. I don't want quiet. Let's bring it in.
You know, when I think say I'm going to have those are you like available? Yeah, but I think that's there.
Mosquitoes. Oh, mosquitoes. Mosquitoes in the jungle, y'all. And the leeches. Yeah, in the cold, mosquitoes. You know, I haven't really been bitten by mosquitoes. Oh my gosh. Y'all got one more? What? Yeah, there's one more. Hey, we got one more for everybody. So let's listen up.
Would you rather burn to death or drown?
Burns that side, drowns that side. I'm over here. I'm pretty sure.
That's statistically the most painful way to die.
Yeah. I think if there's a choice of it, if I am burning to death, I want to burn it as fast as possible, like throw me inside.
Yeah.
Then boom, I'm done.
Okay, exactly.
Cremation.
Cremation.
You don't cremate black people, that's correct, but. Let's bring it back in. All right, let's bring it back in, everybody.
Okay, guys, okay, so we're gonna talk about the events that we have plans that are upcoming. Austin's gonna get a little bit more into depth. So first, parents' night out. Yes, that is February 14th. That's the Friday after this Friday, and we have had a change of location. It's gonna be at Superior Elementary instead of El Dorado. But just we have sorted out the details of that in our parents' night out work group over the weekend. So thank you everyone for coming to that. But basically, just the details are
We are going to have a movie running for the kids, and snacks and dinner for them. And then we'll have a couple different games in the gym. We'll have, crafts running in the cafeteria as well as some board games. For volunteers, since the event starts at 6:30 and the parents can start dropping off their kids around 6, we want you guys to show up at 5:30 to Superior Elementary on.
We want to get there around 5:30, 5:45 to start setting everything up. That is correct.
Okay, yes, so we'd like to see you there by 5:30. And I believe we have everyone's volunteer roles set, but,
Just in case if we want to run through it to confirm volunteer roles. So how did we say?
But while we're pulling that up, does anyone have questions?
What's going on? Oh, sorry, hold on. This one's got to take precedent here. Something's going on with our.
I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
I can't
Yeah.
see your picture anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Let's try
I would go back and just restart the camera.
Oh,
Makes a lot more sense.
sorry, we're gonna continue for a minute, try to get this one up. All right, let's pull this up here. All right, so these are our current volunteers that we have. And can someone open up the emergency exit door for Katie?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. Your PCs. No, let's try to PCs.
Yeah, that's how we try, that's how we like
Oh, okay.
get the word out. Oh, there we go. All right, we're back on. We're good. We're fine. All right, cool. So these are our current volunteers.
Okay, they're just setting up our dinner over there. But just to run through volunteers, so for sign-in, you have Becky, Brett, Hannah, and Elle. For the hallway monitor, we have Neil and Kai. For the gym, we have Samson, Lydia, Zach, Michael, Austin, Audie, Warren, Burton, and Jenny. The one thing to note is that with Superior Elementary, the way it's set up, when you come in the entrance, there's like a long hallway down to where we will actually be. It's not as straightforward as the Eldorado is. So we're gonna need a couple more people to be like hallway monitors for like the first hour, possibly people from the gym, because we have quite a few there. Does anyone want to do hallway monitoring who's on gym currently? We have any volunteers? Josh, will you update? Can you update this in the notes of the three of them that will see?
All right, go ahead with Zach and anyone else? Lauren. And then Lydia.
Okay, and then also, we had a few people reach out to us and say they're not gonna be able to make it. So some of you are approved for that. But if you can't make it for a different reason, you just need to let us know. And yeah, we are expecting you to be. I think that's all that I have for parents about. Do we have any?
We have anyone who's not gonna make it, tell us now.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can add that down.
Okay.
You're not gonna, and then, yeah.
You, all right, got your stuff, yeah.
Okay, yeah. We move on to STEMathon. Just a reminder, Parents' Night Out is the 14th, and we will send out a reminder about that. So STEMathon is the next one, and that's going to be March 8th during the day here at the community center. That's the one where we have like local clubs come in to run STEM activities for the students. The really, really big thing we need for STEMathon is we need club participation. I think we only have like one club signed up, and we definitely will need a lot more than that. If you're in the STEM Club work group chat, we've sent out the spreadsheet for sign up, and we've sent out the information that you can send to your clubs. Is anyone here not in the STEMicon work group, but they might have a club connection that they want, or could be connected? I don't know if I have a club, but no, that's fine.
No, we can.
Okay. But anyone else here wanting to be in the STEMicon work group and you're not? Okay, that sounds good. And then.
Volunteers. We don't need as many.
And then if you're in that work group, we will need a few volunteers for this event. The clubs usually like run the booths, but we'll need volunteers to check in the participants and help the clubs, help like facilitate cleanup, help just kind of help keep things running. So we will probably ask for volunteers from the STEMicon work group, but who here we just got to show of hands who's willing to volunteer. That's on March 8th from 1 to 3, and we'll have it from our percent.
Kind of give you an idea of when the event starts. Because I know that might be a factor for some of y'all. So STEMathon, I think we in the past have done it started around 2 o'clock if I recall, right?
I think the poster said it was from 1 to 3.
Oh, yes, that's correct. It is 1 to 3 o'clock. That's what it is.
Keep your hands up so that Josh
I
can.
put the poster.
Right. Yeah, it's 1 to 3, so we'll have one. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I got it. And I could be, I guess.
Josh, did you get all of us?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in addition, if you are signed up to volunteer, but you also have like a club that you're leading or you want to volunteer for that, that is great. We would love to have you like come with one of your clubs as well, because we really do need those clubs. Please just be reaching out to any STEM clubs you know of.
Please do. The more the better. Or yeah, between that would be talking about what all of myself.
About having it work.
Come back.
For the work group, we will be in contact about setting up a meeting so that we can figure out the supplies we need and how the event is going to run for just anyone who will be there, but that will be in the future because STEMicon is on 8. And I think that's all I have to say. Okay, great. Can I move on to this? Yeah.
Yeah, we can move in quick ball. We don't really need to talk about first.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna do a quick break so that everyone can get food.
Well, I know I went in. Sit back for a minute. Got my third. Our manager It's fine.
What happened? They just never placed the order yesterday. And they never like used that before. That order. And she said, "Our manager never told me to screen record." Like, oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that?
I should.
Take a sample.
Yeah, and then once crash.
Yeah. Awesome. No, I think we're like, team building. I got pretty much everybody here, minus one person. I was kind of. For the most part.
I don't. Sure, what is off?
I'll deal with it. I'm just getting access to what was wrong. Nothing, not talking about. And then Asha will turn. Asha has a couple.
Yes.
Spreadsheet that she manages. Yeah, well,
What did you see?
It's gotta be a piece of all right.
Oh, we did have a little. No, you can vote. That's it. Yeah. It's gonna be a quick, you don't need a creative part. Yeah, it's very involved in design, but.
Yeah, I think that's not.
I think it's pretty good now that most everyone has food. So the next things that we have to talk about are a little bit more into the future, but they're still really important. So first we have, the 4th of July kickball. So last year, what happened was no teams ended up like signing up. So we have to go over a couple things on how to market that. For those of you who don't know, like the 4th of July kickball is normally, the last weekend of June. And it's like sometime around that or on 4th of July. And we just, both.
Yeah, so the last week of June is for the playoffs. And then there is a championship tournament or championship game on the 4th of July.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in years past, we've had like groups come together kind of on their own, but I guess it didn't really happen last year. I don't know how the groups like fell through. But we just need to figure out like how to market that. So does anyone have any ideas of how we could like market this? This is normally like adults playing, but it's also children. It's like a mixture of both. So yeah, does anyone have any ideas? It's kind of open for discussion.
Is there like a prize to winning or?
So there is a trophy I bought a couple of years ago. It's a big old trophy. And the winner of that year, I inscribed their team names on it. Gotta be appropriate for the public, obviously. And then we display that trophy up here in the community center. So there is kind of a prize associated with that.
Okay.
We never like posted on social media.
We did last year.
How much in advance did you guys post? Like the Insta?
We posted that one. It's like there was some difficulties like that. Somebody said Jeremy and they were like, something would happen, we wouldn't get it.
Okay, yeah.
We can do that.
Well, it's not like that. We got to set the board down here. Yeah, ball, that's.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it's more for like company like we said. So people, so it wouldn't just be like a nice school with children.
Well, no, but like the person who wants to get that.
It's easy to sign up well in advance. Yeah, because they play in the playoff game at the end of June, and then the top one advance to the game on the July 4th. So it's not just like a walk-in thing, unfortunately.
So to kind of give you all an idea as well, the reason why we haven't signed up in advance is because I need to schedule the field as well as build out a tournament schedule, depending on how many teams there are. Then have all the players associated with each team. The liability board, making sure each team's got enough players, all that kind of fun stuff. So it's the reason why I would like you all to get ahead on this, get the team signed up sooner than later. So it makes it easier for me to be able to organize all that kind of stuff. Last year we signed it up through Google Forms. We did that again this year for the the events department that we have. So Michaela and her team is willing to help out with registration as well as additional marketing associated with that because it is associated with 4th of July. The things we just need from y'all are what mediums you want to market through and coming up with a design and quite honestly, how you want volunteers to be shaken out for this.
Jeremy, do we want this to go on the rec guide? Summer?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No, not time to turn it around. As much as like it'd be great, I was gonna work with, I'm working with communications to get it out in the Hello Superior.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely post like at the pools. I didn't see anything 2 years ago. We can get it out, the new civic building. So I mean, there's other avenues, and if we know about it or have it together, then we can just do social media a little bit earlier too.
We could also, does anyone know kind of any of the events that Superior hosts at the beginning of summer? Because we could create a table for ourselves and then have people sign up through that possibly.
That's a good idea. I think we can take a lot of other.
I know the movie nights.
We have movie nights. Can we also have Arbor Day?
Arbor Days, Trails Day.
Yeah, National Trails Day.
Love it.
There, and then hand out like long.
Yeah, flyers.
Yeah, hand out flyers and then have a registration going for that.
And then I can get the time for that mail if you guys want, like as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Also try to like advertise it like parents that out like summer fall because a lot of parents are there. So.
Yeah.
Good.
Good idea. Good idea.
I think just the thing to note with this is that like we don't have like it's not like individuals signing up. They have to like get a team of their friends. So I don't know if you guys like have like usually it's like companies or like clubs or organizations. So I guess if you guys have any contacts who you think might be interested in starting a kickball team, or if anyone at SYLC wants to
I
start.
feel like usually it is like clubs and organizations and like workplace like groups, but I don't see why we have to limit it to that. Like can we just like have like people sign up for their own teams if we want? Like just say like
You mean like free agents?
yeah,
Or we did that.
Just like Washington, that usually we advertise it for more just like
Like I'm just saying usually it ends up being.
oh okay well then yeah.
Do these have like the emails still for like the job fair and like all of the locations or whatever? Because maybe like it might be nice to like email them as well. Just because I think that is like a good demographic of like companies and stuff calling that is.
Yeah, we could connect with the Chamber of Commerce to get associated with that. Add that to the agenda notes for sure. That was a great reminder for myself. We could talk with Michaela and Leslie. Yes, thank you. About that.
So just to review, like our marketing ideas so far are advertising it at Parents Night Out and Scabathon, the normal, which is like posters and flyers and Instagram posts, Facebook posts, but then also maybe having a table at the trail thing where we offer to get people signed up and hand out flyers, and then also connecting with the Chamber of Commerce to see if they can help us with that. Did we have anything else?
Because you're gonna need people to volunteer to group that at these events.
That's good.
If you get flyers and you all set flyers to me, I can post up in our town boards that are located around town. Yeah.
Okay, does anyone have any other ideas that they think would work?
Well, I don't know how close you all are with your teachers, but do you think getting your teachers on board with this, your local high schools, to be interested? Yeah.
I'm just doing that.
Any thoughts?
Honestly, I think that's a pretty good idea before.
Yeah, do you want to reply to your,
I can make it miss lunch advertising every day.
No.
And jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you all want to have a group of volunteers when I print out the flyers? Once be responsible for distributing the flyer, I'll have more time for stuff. Right, I think that's a good idea. Maybe have for volunteers, so you know, we have flyers. I could put on the coordinator. So I maybe I could put on a button.
Can you say that again? Say it. Talking about flyer. I think I'll put you there. Okay. Then I will I read this. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so another thing for, the kickball tournament would be that we need a work group for it. So this would include possibly having to, we'll figure out who has to like distribute flyers and whatnot. And then also like volunteers for the actual event, so I don't know how many we need right now, but a pretty stable work group is definitely needed for this. So can everyone raise their hand who thinks that they would be available for a work group and volunteering with that?
I can give you the dates for volunteering day of as well. Obviously, it would be July 4th. We'll need volunteers. And the last week of June, so specifically June 28th. The last time we successfully did this, kind of give you an idea. In that playoff dates, it was from like 8 a.m. to about 10 a.m. to about say 2 o'clock. I think it was in the afternoon was how long it was, but it wasn't terribly long. And it's usually just like your scorekeeping, maybe you're helping with wrapping, team registration, stuff like that.
If you guys are volunteering, you raise your hand so that. Okay, we've got it.
Great, so
You all want to team for yourself?
Yeah, another possibility, we could have a team, like a SYLC team, yes.
Okay, well, that shit.
Okay, you're for that? Should we vote that or? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, so. Yeah, 10 people, okay, so raise your hand if you would be interested in participating in a kickball team of our own, like through SYLC.
When that trophy.
I just don't.
That's fair. If we wanted to see 10 people, so raise your hand high, we're on that team.
Yeah, good friend. You should definitely bring it to board as well. The board, you like a couple of different, the board you should probably in this as well. Yeah. Bring it
Okay, so the next thing that we have to go over is Monster Mash. So that's gonna be, yeah, like this upcoming October, and we need to talk about some things to like further the event. So last year, that's last year, we were connecting, we like tried to connect with theater departments to see if they were wanting to like create a haunted house for the Monster Mash, but it kind of was too like late, and they also had
I just know, it wasn't even too late. It was at least for Monarch, when I asked them that they would love to do it. And I guess they'd love to do it again this year if they could. But they, last year they were doing the Monster Mash the same night as the school play. So that's what was got in the way. But they said that if it's not, then they would love to do it. Because we need them volunteer.
Yeah.
Why do we want to reach out to them sooner so we can start winning that kind of stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, so I think we would try to do that, so I can talk to Monarch, but would anybody else be willing to talk to their high schools about like asking for like a haunted house? It would be probably sooner than later for sure, so we can get it all done.
We need to get this scheduled basically before the summer hits.
Yeah.
I talked to the field director last year, and like they said they're doing it, so I think it's probably gonna change this year.
Okay.
Yeah. That's okay. There's a lot.
Yeah, it is the last weekend of October. But still reach out. If not, if it's a school club that wants to do it, we could try to make that work as well. If this is something you all still want to pursue. I know it's something that you all have been wanting to bring for these past couple of years. That's why I wanted to put it on the docket so you all can get ahead of the ball or ahead of the game here to make this happen. A work group on this would be a good idea, just as a constant reminder of like connect out or get the word out and stuff like that.
I think that's, the other thing for this one is that we do need to create a work group. I know it seems a long while from now because it is in October. But for things like getting the theater departments and setting up like marketing and just, keeping people kind of aware, we want to set up a work group for this. Usually Monster Mash is kind of in like, we need a lot of volunteers on it.
It's an all hands on deck.
It's an all hands on that kind of thing. But the one thing is that if you're currently a senior, you won't be here next year, so probably don't join that work group. But, yeah. Okay, so can we get a show of hands if you are willing to be the Monster Mash work group?
Wait, who just read the names? Lisa, Emma, Al, Sevi, Annie, Corinne, Berkeley, Lauren, Lydia, Audionette, and somebody.
I think it's Lindsay.
Oh, mom.
Cool. So I think that's all for Monster Mash. Oh, yeah. Okay, and then we also need marketing for that. So in past years, we've done flyers and Friday folders. But does anybody else have any ideas for how we can market this towards like children, families?
If anything, those more, this one doesn't really have too much of an issue with getting the word out. Sorry, hold on. More so, I want y'all to have more of a personal touch when it comes to marketing this, because this is, after all, an event that was born out of y'all's idea, out of your head. So coming up with an idea, you want to add a personal touch to marketing this. That's what kind of like the goal was. Make it spectacular. So I don't know if y'all want to create your own version of flyers for this, or have a special day where y'all come into a silk meeting dressed up in costumes, because these videos do go online as a way of marketing. I want to generate creativity in your head and how you all want the word out from this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah, but, okay, so that's it for Monster Mash. So now for, with the marketing, sorry, just keep thinking of any creative ideas you have. Like, any ideas on how we could market that, and we will keep working on that with the work group, so that we can do some classes. Okay, now for staff updates.
I got a couple updates for you all. Just kind of give you an update about the whole SYLC appointment process here. So in the past iteration, you're all stepping this up, please. This past iteration here, y'all interviewed a couple of candidates. Those candidates received, you all submitted a feedback form. That feedback form I coalesced and sent it up to town board. And from there, town board looked over your all's feedback and appointed Zachary here to the new vacant role. Moving forward, oh yeah, give it a pause. Yeah, that's all. Moving forward, this is going to be the process for your all's committee here. Is anytime there's a vacant spot open, they're going to come and interview with you first. It's going to be a feedback form associated with that. And then I will provide that feedback form or the summary of all that feedback to the town board, in which case they interview in front of the town board again. When it comes to the August one, any kind of applications that we get April through July, everyone in that time frame will go into the August interview. Just because summer, there's not a lot of people here, and we have typically a mass exodus every August. So that's how it's going to be played out from that here on out. Unless you all have any additional thoughts you want to add to that. Yes.
I know last year, when we were trying to do this change in the process, we had a lot of people on SYLC who were interested in it. And we set up a work group for that of like people who would be willing to like work on it over the summer if we were able to get the interview process updated. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do that in time for the summer. But I'm wondering if that's maybe something we could do again this summer so that we can still have that process of SYLC vetting the candidates going over the summer, just with SYLC members who volunteer to do it. Do you think that would be possible?
Are you talking about like a work group that will be ones who can do the interview?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, definitely. Absolutely, yes. They can still attend, like these people who apply in that time frame are going to come to the SYLC meetings that happens in the summer, even though they're more bare-bones to do the interview. But if you want to do a work group for it, that's something we all can do as well.
Because I guess like, were you saying that the people who are in the summer period would just go straight to the board to interview?
No, sorry, yeah, I didn't speak there. So for clarification, people who sent in an application to join the committee from April through July still need to come to a SYLC meeting to do an interview. It's just their meeting their interview with the town council will happen in August. That's usually when all the seats start opening up. It's just a lot easier for us to tackle in one mass at that time frame.
Sorry, no, that, I think that makes sense to do. Does anyone have thoughts on that?
And also give yourself a pat on the back. You are changing an application process that quite honestly has been needing to be updated for quite a while. So this is another one of your brainchilds coming to fruition here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, staff update from me beyond that. The only other update I've got for you all is the town is currently working on providing some adult recreational opportunities. So don't be afraid to tell your parents like, hey, I hear softball is gonna come to the town. You wanna go play softball with a bunch of other adults? Keep an eye on our websites. We're gonna start opening that up here soon. But anything from your end?
Just if you guys have any friends, or yourself, that we're gonna be opening up lifeguard positions soon for, the pools and, FDA positions. They should be out probably like mid to later February. So just spread the word if anybody's looking for a job this summer.
Step update back to you.
Oh, yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, actually, one more update, sorry. Just to give you all a heads up, so Coyote Ridge was elected to be part of a Leave No Trace spotlight. Who here is familiar with Leave No Trace? All right, for those who are unfamiliar, Leave No Trace is a nonprofit organization out there to strive, and it's an environmental organization. And it's actually international now, which is great. But their Coyote Space, open space, Coyote Ridge rather, was elected for a special spotlight. So it's going to be a 3-day event happening in October is what it was, October 12th, I think. And one of those days is going to be dedicated solely to committees and town staff and town council to become Leave No Trace certified. So you can go out, learn, and talk about Leave No Trace principles. If you want to know more information about that, definitely let me know, and I can clue you in on when that. I could give you more details about that. That's the only stuff update I got for you.
Great, thank you. Okay, now board updates.
Who here does not live in Rock Creek? Pretty much it.
Okay.
Well, the rest of the town is getting a new garbage and recycling contract starting in April. And I was just gonna say, if you don't live in Rock Creek, remind your parents to submit your requests for the type of current service that you want. The town's gonna be offering weekly curbside recycling and every other week curbside composting in addition to weekly garbage service. So this is a pretty big change for the town. And they're having an info session this Friday here at the community center from 11 to 1. This Saturday is another info session from 12 to 2. And then on Thursday, February 13th from 3:30 to 5:30. So if you're not, if you are not and are interested in learning more about the new garbage service, come check those out. Town hopes to make that change for Rock Creek sometime in 2028, but that's still a ways away. That's kind of big.
Okay, great. So if there's no further business, then I move to adjourn. Do I hear a second?
I can second.
All in favor, say aye.
Recording stopped.
Got it.